Kody Brown says her dad Kody's fame from Sister Wives has morphed him into a different person. Not the Kody Brown I was raised with. Sister Wives fans have watched as Brown family patriarch Kody Brown has slowly changed from the goofy family man we met on season 1 to the angry reality TV star we are watching on season 19. While fans often point out on social media how much Kody has changed since season 1, his daughter Kody and son-in-law Tony Padron recently discussed the topic during a recent livestream on their YouTube channel. During the livestream, Kody got emotional, remembering how her father used to treat her and her siblings, many of whom Kody is now estranged from. She also revealed that, in her opinion, it was the fame that Kody garnered from starring on Sister Wives that ultimately changed his personality permanently and for the worse. I think there were always parts of him that were like this, but I think that the show morphed his personality, Kody offered. Fame does that to people. It just morphs you. And having to deal with your faults on TV, being repeatedly thrown in your face for 14 years, it changes you. I think the show changed him a lot because he wasn't like this. He was a lot more like, I understand, I did wrong. I would like to do better. That was my dad, Kody added. The show's morphed him. While watching last week's episode of Sister Wives on the live stream, Kody got emotional, noting that it's hard to see her father act the way he does now, refusing to admit his faults and not trying to salvage the relationships with his children. Was he always like this? I don't think so, Tony said. I think you can clearly see from early Sister Wives episodes that he was not like this years ago. It's just hard to see that Kody Brown now, because I don't recognize that Kody Brown, Kody said. That is not the Kody Brown I was raised with. That Kody Brown is Kody Brown from Sister Wives. That is not Kody Brown, my dad. It's hard to see him have those conversations and those fights and those arguments because I don't understand. Earlier in the live stream, Kody gave insight into what it was like growing up with Kody as a father and why she feels he's struggling to have relationships with his adult children. It's hard to also remember my dad as he was when we were younger, she said. Before we were old enough to form our own opinions, he was very, very involved in our lives. Even back then, just because there were so many kids, it was hard to give us all one-on-one individualized attention. And we knew that. We knew that it was hard, and Dad worked a lot as well. He was in sales, so he would travel a lot for work. US kids, from the OG 3 wives, we understood very young that we needed to compromise when we had our dad time. Kody added, we did things kind of how he wanted to. That's how we did things, Kody continued, stating that she and her siblings would often watch Kody's favorite movies with him as a group as a way of getting more time with their dad. Kody said that Kody was happy because he and his kids were spending time together doing what Kody liked. But as they grew, Kody didn't want to change to doing what each of his kids liked to do. And as we got older, and we got more identity underneath us, and we got more opinionated underneath us, it became harder and harder for Dad to have this ability to bond with us as much because we all also wanted to do our own things, and we wanted to bring him into our world and not just be brought into his, she said. I think that's actually where part of the disconnect happened. Dad didn't understand how to go into each of his kids' worlds, partially because there were so many kids, but he also wasn't used to it. He was so used to bringing us into his world and us doing all the things he liked to do. Kody, who was one of the only allies Kody and his wife Robyn had among Kody's adult children, also called out her dad for refusing to take responsibility for things he's done and said that have hurt his kids. I think that if he took more accountability for any of his actions, his kids, maybe not all of them, but at least some of them, would reach out, Kody stated. Instead of blaming the children, or blaming how they feel about his relationship with his other wife, or blaming the parents, or blaming gossip, or whatever, if he just said, look, I understand I did blank wrong. I'm sorry. Can we talk about it? Kody continued. I feel like that would go such a long way. Sister Wives airs Sundays on TLC. Related story. Kody Brown calls out Dad Kody for not taking accountability for his actions. Says Kody threw her sister Maddie under the bus hard recently on Sister Wives awkward, estranged. Sister Wives stars Christine and Robyn Brown reunite for the birth of Kody Brown's twin boys despite currently being at odds. Christine Brown and Robyn Brown put their differences aside for Kody Brown. The Sister Wives stars were both on hand to welcome the 26-year-old's newborn twin boys, Archer and Ace Brown. Just want to thank our amazing moms that came to help us. Y'all the best. Hashtag a team. Kody's husband, Tony Brown, captioned a Friday, November 25th Instagram photo where both the former and current Sister Wives posed with the proud papa. Meri Brown gush she is in love with all things currently present in her life after shaming Christine for leaving polygamous Famila Kody is the daughter of Christine and Kody Brown and already shares one-year-old daughter Avalon with Tony. The reunion comes as Christine and Robyn have been estranged in the aftermath of the 50-year-old split from the patriarch last year during the Sunday, November 27th episode of the hit TLC series. Kody's fourth wife expressed her issues with Christine's decision to leave the family after 25 years. It's really hard to be optimistic when a bomb just went off and blew up all your hopes, Robyn said. The collateral damage will last for generations. During the explosive 17th season of the show, Christine made it clear that aside from close pal and Kody's second wife, Janelle Brown, she would need some distance from her former spouse, Robyn, and his first wife, Maddie Brown. Christine Brown reveals if she plans to leave Sister Wives after the show is finished documenting Kody's split. More on Robyn Brown. Proud grandmother Christine Brown introduces Kody's twin sons to the world. So obsessed Sister Wives star Kody Brown gives birth to twin boys 1 year after Kody and Christine Brown's split. Sister Wives Christine Brown says being Irene was a little bit not sure, but we're fine. Christine revealed in a recent episode, referring to her relationship with Robyn. You know, it's hard, it's difficult, but we're hopefully going to be fine. I think I was optimistic that we're going to be besties, so I'm not quite sure about that, but we'll see. Luckily, Kody has maintained a strong bond with Robyn throughout her parents' split. As OK previously reported, she told the 44-year-old she would always be a special part of her life no matter what. Gwendolyn Brown says her father Kody and stepmom Robyn have a terrible habit of overspending, living above their means. Gwendolyn Brown shared her thoughts on how her dad, Kody Brown, and his current wife, Robyn Brown, manage their finances. Related, Sister Wives Gwendolyn Brown's most savage quotes about her family. I think that my dad and Robyn have a terrible habit of spending very crazy and, not within their means at all, the Sister Wives star, 21, said in a YouTube video on Friday, March 31st, while recapping the latest episode of the TLC series. But also, Janelle Brown and Meri Brown are kind of similar to my mom Christine Brown, and that they're not gonna be salty or petty and try to take money from him even though they totally deserve it because he's been spending all of their money on whatever. Gwendolyn is one of Kody, 54, and Christine's 6 children. The pair, who spiritually wed in 1994, are also the parents of Aspen, 28, Kody, 26, Keaton, 24, Isabel, 19, and Truly, 12. The twosome called it quits in November 2021 after more than 2 decades together. After more than 25 years together, Kody and I have grown apart and I have made the difficult decision to leave, Christine, 50, wrote via Instagram in November 2021. We will continue to be a strong presence in each other's lives as we parent our beautiful children and support our wonderful family. At this time, we ask for your grace and kindness as we navigate through this stage within our family. Related, Sister Wives Family Guide. Get to know Kody Brown's spouses and kids since their split. Christine, 50, has moved on with her boyfriend David Woolley. Kody, for his part, legally married his first wife Meri, 52, in 1990 until they divorced in 2014. During his first marriage, the Wyoming native was also spiritually married to Janelle, 53, in addition to Christine. However, in December 2022, Janelle confirmed that she and Kody had been separated for several months. In December 2014, Kody legally married his current wife, Robyn, 44, so he could officially adopt her children from a previous marriage, son David, 23, and daughters Aurora, 20, and Brina, 18. Related, Sister Wives Next Generation. Meet Kody Brown's grandkids. Gwendly, for her part, has been candid about her father and her family on her YouTube channel over the years. In February, the Northern Arizona University student shared that the children Kody shares with multiple partners are not cohesive as a family unit and referred to sibling Leon, whose mother is Meri, who recently came out as transgender. Leon has been, since childhood, kind of the odd one out in the family because they had no siblings from their mom to really get along with, she said at the time. They just probably felt like the odd one out. And also, with Leon being transgender and queer in general and being in a family that predominantly practices a Mormon fundamentalist faith. Mormonism hasn't really traditionally been kind to queer people, especially with a family that's quite a bit conservative and partially against transsexuality in general.